दर्यादेगेवेली नितळसाण करपाक एकात्मीक येवजण प्रक्रियेत आसा. बीच विजील ॲप बेकायदेशीर हॅकर्स दर्यादेग नितळसाण तशेंच दर्यादेगेर जावपी बेकायदेशीर मसाज हाचेर दोळो दवरतले. राज्याच्या अर्थवेवस्थेत खर्च करपी पर्यटकांक पर्यटन खातें सोदता. 2025 मेरेन आशियांत पयल्या 25त स्टार्टअप करपा खातीर गोंयचो आस्पाव करपाचो विचार आसा म्हण पर्यटन मंत्री रोहन खंवटे उलयला. RDX गोवा खातीर पणजेच्यान गौतम शिरोडकार.
Tourism has been the backbone of the state, and we need to give a very strong message when we start talking about a vision of the tourist and tourism ahead. If we need to grow in the right sense, then we need to have the right sense of tourists coming in. Then there is work to be done. There are a lot of thoughts that will be coming in as far as tourism sector is concerned. A lot of infrastructure is being already initiated. We are looking for those tourists who look at when we talk about a per capita spend, we're looking for those tourists who can give a good spend which can help build up the economy further and contribute more to the GDP of the state. The journey has just begun and it's a thought which needs to come into reality. We need to create the infrastructure for those type of tourists who would want to come in. At the same time, we need to be responsive and responsible for the infrastructure that we have. Somehow there are some coordination gaps because we realize that the deputy DYSP tourism, who is supposed to overlook all the affairs of things which are related over there. Earlier days we had something called as a tourism security force, a tourist security force, which was dedicated from the police department and which was immediately responding to issues which were being taken up. The beach cleaning guys, if they are doing their job and there is still litter around, there is a complaint. There are bottles which are being broken in the sand, which you have the tourists complaining about, there is a complaint. You have touts which are illegally operating. You have hawkers which are actually harassing the tourists. You have illegal massages. You have so many things on the beach that tourists keep complaining about not having been able to have a good time. This basic app which has been launched today, the Beach Vigilance app. In fact, I told Revati to call it the Govt. I don't know if she's called it. But the Govt, Goincho Doa, is something what we thought about. And that is what Honorable CM has launched today. Aaj pehle phase coordinations between these 5 people was required. And it cannot be driven with a phone call and a note and everything. It has to be real time. प्रॉब्लेम समज आसा जाल्यार प्रॉब्लेमाचें सोल्युशन कोणाक आसा तें पळोवचें पडटलें. Littering has to stop. If we talk about shack owners giving their garbage, they say the residents around give it. Then we have an issue whether it is the panchayat or whether it is the beach cleaning guys who are responsible to this particular issues. But end of the day, it is the beach and we have to be responsible. If there are other things which need to be done administratively, we will do it. But at the same time, we need to ensure that the tourists cannot take these administrative reasons when they come here for tourism. Now the beach cleaning guy as a one part, Drishti as life saving guys as part 2, police as part 3, the shack owners as part 4, and Department of Tourism as part 5 with the command being in the Department of Tourism, the monitoring system. I think a lot of things will start finding accountability and that will allow us to start the first phase of thinking about clean and safe beaches.